Crema, the creators of the monster collecting and battling game Temtem, have made a brand new addictive game set in the Temtem universe, that being Temtem Swarm. Temtem Swarm is a bullet heaven survival strategy game that takes elements of some of my favorite games like Pokemon, Vampire Survivors, Call of Duty Zombies, and the original Helldivers, and mashes them up into this delightful little package for $10 on Steam. The game currently features co-op so you can play with friends, multiple challenging swarm levels with insane boss fights, and a challenge mode coming in the near future, and tons of Temtem to unlock, play, and power up. The thing I personally enjoy the most is the replayability in Temtem Swarm. Trying different strategies each round, and then upon either failing or completing a run, going into each Tem's skill tree and unlocking new passes for them, making them more powerful, is such an addicting gameplay loop. I constantly find myself saying, well, I have time for one more run every time I finish a round. Now, I was already playing this game personally and was blown away by how much fun I was having with it, so I decided I would reach out to the Temtem team and said,
hey, how you doing?
And they said they'd love to do a collab, so I've already done a live stream featuring the game, which you can find the VOD for on the channel or linked in the description below, and now this sponsored video. The real focus of this video though is on this guy. There is currently a community challenge that started on December 5th and is running until December 20th, where if you complete any level as Ori or its evolution Zyobien, follow Temtem on X, retweet this post that you see on screen, and share a screenshot or video of your completed run with this Tem, then you have a chance to win an Ori plushie. Now, you could do this challenge either solo, which is what I will be doing, or with friends, but if you do co-op, all participants need to be playing as Ori as well. Now, one last thing before we get into it, I personally just want to say thank you to Crema and Temtem for sponsoring this video. I personally really love this game, and I've been enjoying it immensely, so it's really cool to be a part of it and be able to promote this and push more people into playing this game. It is such a good time, and I cannot recommend it enough, especially for that $10 price tag. So I'm going to be completing this challenge today, but with a twist. You see, I have Ori selected here as the Temtem I plan to play as, and I'm going to be doing this challenge without evolving Ori into its evolution Zyobien. I think this is going to be a little fun. It's going to make it a little bit more challenging because I won't get the boost from the evolution, and I'm going to see what I could do. I think I could do it with Ori alone. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm actually going to select not this one, but the second level. This goes up a little bit in difficulty. On stream, I was able to complete this level with just Ori. I don't know if I'm going to be able to complete this level with just Ori, because this third level, I've been struggling to complete with the evolution because it is much more challenging. So I think we can do this one, but I'm not 100% positive. All right, so we're in. We got to start knocking some of these guys out. We got to start taking some of these guys out, and I need to collect these experience cubes so we can get powered up. And that's going to be really big. The faster we can get leveled up, the better. A level up is huge here because I need to be able to get more abilities unlocked much more quickly. Here, we're going to get our first one here. And Turbo Attack. That is massive. Turbo Attack, something that we actually really need here. I'm going to take Turbo Attack. It's going to let us knock out more of these guys more quickly and get more of these experience cubes. And you see we're already leveling up so quickly. Now, like I said, guys, I've been playing this game a lot in my own free time. So I have a ton of skills unlocked on my Ori already. The big thing that I recommend focusing on is going to be the range pickup. This allows you to pick up the orbs much more effectively to gain experience faster. And then there's also an experience multiplier, which allows you to level up more quickly and get more powerful faster with your Ori. This is going to make that run that much easier for you. And then there's also things like increased damage that you can unlock, increased armor. All of these things are going to make your run that much easier. So those are the things I recommend while going for this challenge run. I'm also going to take Fire Tornado here because that'll also, look, it just rocks a bunch of those swarm monsters out of the way so I can get more and more of the experience stuff. I'm going to increase my fire rate a bit too with that passive. That's going to allow me to just hit way more and just knock out as much as we can and get leveled up as quickly as possible. The faster we level up early, the better. Let's see. Increase Temtem speed, increase fire rate. Speed is huge. Speed is actually really big because if we start to get swarmed too much, we're able to actually get away from the swarm of mobs, and we're able to just kind of deal with the threat a little bit easier. Getting away from them is really, really big, and being able to funnel them where you want them to knock them out is huge. I'm actually taking a lot of hits here that I really don't want to be taking. We're going to pop our ult, just knock out a bunch of these guys. That's another awesome thing. I love that each Tem has their own unique ult and like playstyle. Not to mention Ori has a built-in dash, which came in handy right there with all those mobs coming at us. Good lord. Let's increase our fire tornado damage. We want to do as much damage as we can and knock out as much of these guys as we can very early on here. Early on in the round, you want to get as much experience as you possibly can. We're going to dash through. You see, the swarm is starting to pick up here. The swarm is starting to get quite a bit bigger. So we just need to be a little bit cautious. We see down in the corner, we actually got a spawn of a bonus event, and I think that's actually going to be beneficial. Sometimes they can drop bonus experience, which could actually prove to be pretty useful. We'll have to be cautious because, like I said, we're not evolving here, so we need to be careful of how much we want to actually be risking stuff. Going for the bonus objectives in this challenge, and also going for just kind of unnecessary, unnecessary risks. This might not be doable, actually, with the swarm coming this way. What do we got? Let's increase the fire rate again. Oh, I have to stay here. Oh, I have to stay in this circle. Yeah, we can't do that. We can't. There's too many of them. We didn't have alt charge. We didn't have nothing that was going to help us there. Unfortunately, we're not going to get that bonus challenge, but we can migrate back up to where we just were. We knocked out a handful of the swarm up that way. So if we migrate back, there should be experience lying around for us to pick up. Oh my gosh, the swarm is massive here. This is starting to get a little out of hand already. We're only 2 minutes into this. I'm going to loop back this way. Yeah, look at all the XP on the ground. We need to get all of this. We can kind of try and funnel them through our fire tornado there. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to just drop my all over here. We're going to dash through, kind of get clear of all these guys. We could get invulnerability, but I'm kind of thinking I want to just start increasing my damage even farther. So we're going to take that one there. So each level, we're going to get that bonus. We're going to get the bonus where we can power up and get some additional bonuses, whether it be passives that increase our damage or more attacks. Every level gives you that option, and you can cycle them out and change things that you want to along the way to make your build how you want it each run, which is part of the addictive replay value of this game. Let's take this. We're gonna dash through these guys and come back this way. We may take a couple hits here. No, we're good. We can pop our ult and we can knock out a bunch of these here. That was big. That's a big KO turn right there. We got a handful of them taken out now. We just need to loop back through. We're going to dash through these guys. We can increase our damage, or we could go with another turbo attack. What's the benefit of it? The area is increased. I kind of like increasing the area of the turbo attack. Admittedly, it's going to be very beneficial to just knock out these big swarms once we get closer to them. Like, look at all that. That's huge for us. Pair that with the fire tornado, and we're knocking out a bunch of the swarm very, very quickly. We're just going to dash through here and get all that experience. Data Burst is huge. Data Burst is a very, very good ability on Ori. If you can get it fully powered up, it's very overpowered. It is actually kind of ridiculous how powerful it gets. So I kind of want to take that and see if we can't start maxing that out as quickly as we can. We're going to loop down this way. There's a bunch of experience that we missed before from when we took out a bunch of the Thames. Always make sure to loop back around and grab what you can. Just got to be a little cautious here. Luckily, our ult gives us a speed boost, which is pretty massive. We are getting close to the first mini-boss. At 5 minutes, the first mini-boss is going to spawn, and then things are going to get a touch hairy for us. Oh, Lord. The swarm is getting big. The swarm is getting rather large. A couple Pantons dropped out of there. That's the currency you use to upgrade. Oh, there's the first boss. There's the first boss, so we need to be a little bit careful. I'm going to take the speed boost because I think having more speed here is going to be really beneficial. We're going to drop our ult, kind of drop it in a line for these guys. So that way we can start. Oh, I ran right into that. The swarm is starting to get a bit out of hand. I'm not going to lie. We are not in good shape. Oh, Lord. We need to get some levels under our belt here. We definitely need to get some more levels under our belt. Bunch of experience on the ground over here. I'm going to increase our damage output. And we're going to keep trucking down this way. Get as far away from the boss as we can for the time being. We're doing pretty good at dodging the attacks by just bobbing and weaving between these guys. We're taking a couple here and there, but nothing significant, which is kind of big for us. This swarm is getting a bit out of control, though, honestly. Some Pansons there. I'm going to keep them grouped, and I'm going to dash through here. Dodged a bunch of damage there. That's big. We're going to try and loop back up. Just keep bobbing and weaving between these guys because we need to go back and collect all this experience that we left behind. We're doing pretty good at dodging. Honestly, we're doing very good at dodging. We're taking out a lot of the Thames on the way, and we're avoiding a lot of the damage. I would like to try and find some fruit. Fruit is what you can use to recover some HP along the way. Increases fire damage, increase speed, and grants invulnerability. We want to increase our speed further, just based on the ones that we were handed there. We want to try and increase our speed more so that way we can just keep bobbing and weaving here. Because like I said, this is starting to get kind of out of hand. They're all over us. Dash here. Look at all that XP up there. We need to get back up this way. Oh my lord, there's so many of them. Luckily, we have the dash charged up. We can get through that wave there. Right here's the key. We got to go this way. We're going to take this. That's going to bring a bunch of stuff to us. And we can pop our ult. We want to try and get as many of them in this ult as possible. Clean up a bunch of this wave. Still doing good on the bobbing and weaving here. We're not taking a ton of damage. There's the boss. Honestly, if we can get some experience here, there's a lot here. We want to avoid the evolution. And we're going to take the data burst technique. Like I said, that's very powerful if you can get it powered up. So I'm just going to try and stay kind of in line here with the boss, so I don't take this damage. And we're going to grab as many of these as we can. We're going to try and loop back around. The boss is getting fairly low. We should be able to take it out relatively quickly here. Oh, we're not in great shape, though. Now, there's a particular passive that I'm looking for when I level up. There's one where when you level up, you gain XP. Well, not XP, excuse me. You gain health back, and that could be very beneficial for this. We're going to bob and weave through here. And we're going to dash up and dodge those incoming ones. We're going to try and get a bunch of damage down right here. And we kind of need to get this boss off the field if possible, because the other boss is going to be spawning here in a second. So we kind of need to do as much damage to this thing as we possibly can. So we're going to have to play a little more greedy here and not as passively to try and get as much done as we can. I'm going to take this one because this fires more of my projectiles through the enemies. They go through more of the enemies before they disappear. We really need to get this boss off the field, so we're going to follow it down here. There we go. Boss is gone. We get the care package. And what's it give us? Some bonuses. Increased movement speed, increased fire tornado damage. We love to see that. Absolutely love to see that. We're going to loop back up this way. We're going to dash through these guys. There's all this experience floating around up here, and this is going to be massive for putting us on ahead in this. We're going to take the turbo attack up. We're actually doing fairly well, all things considered. I would like to find some fruit and heal up if possible. It's been a little tricky so far, so I don't know how possible it's going to be to find some fruit. We haven't been super lucky in that regard as far as healing has been concerned this round. Oh, we're starting to get swarmed pretty good here. We're starting to get swarmed like crazy. Good lord. Okay, here's a chest. There's a fire. Worth grabbing this. It's going to do a lot of chip damage. It's going to do a ton of chip damage. We're going to pop our ult. We're going to circle back around. Try and get some damage down on this boss. It doesn't seem like we're doing a ton of damage to the boss, so that's kind of crazy. Here it goes. It's starting to finally lose some HP. All right, I'm going to loop back up around and try and hit as many as I can with my ult here. Ouch, we just took a big hit. We took such a big hit there. Let's do this. Increase the turbo attack. It's our main source of damage right now, and it's knocking out a ton of these swarm members. And we're going to loop back this way. I'm going to try and find as much health as we possibly can. That's where we're at this point. I need to get health back up before the final boss gets here. At the 15-minute mark, we need to just try and recover some HP. Oh, my lord. There's not many safe passes, though. Oh, we just took a big hit. Not many safe places to go. All right, we got to... As tempting as it is, the evolution sounds so tempting at this point because we're really hurting. We are really hurting. Increase the fire rate, increase movement speed. I'm going to send out more projectiles with my data corruption. We're going to loop back around and grab that. That's going to be a huge experience gain. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. We'll get this technique leveled up. There's fruit. There's fruit. We're fine. Everything's fine. That's a nice little grab there. We just keep leveling up. Let's do... Increase our damage. Luckily, we found that item that pulls all the experience orbs to us, so we can power up quite a bit here. Let's increase our speed. I think it's going to be really beneficial in the final rounds here. The final minutes of this round is going to be really, really beneficial. We need to try and find more fruit. And we're going to try... Like I said, we're just kind of looking for healing items at this point. I think if we play passively like this, we could still finish the level. We could still finish the level and be okay, I'm thinking. If we play passively like this, it's just going to have to be, like, really good positioning on my part. All right, so like I said, I want to try and loop back. I want to try and get back, even though the swarm is back this way. I want to try and get back because it's going to give us more potential to get experience and level up, because the final boss is approaching very quickly here. Now, the cherry doesn't drop as much as other fruit, unfortunately, but I'll take any health I can get at this point. There's the final boss. Things are about to get real. All right, we're going to pop alt and knock out as much of this as we can here. Things are about to get really out of hand. Oh, Lord. Let's increase our fire rate. Okay, we're going to loop back up. We're doing some chip to the boss. We just got to keep playing super passive like this, I'm thinking. The swarm doesn't stop coming after the boss spawns, so you kind of have to play... You got to match the uppers with the downers. You got to be very, very careful on how long you play passively like this with the boss in play. We're almost to a new level. I'm really hoping we can get some big buffs with this level. We're slowly chipping away at this boss. This level's way harder than I was anticipating. I'm not lying. Let's increase the number of projectiles we throw out with the fire tornadoes. That's going to be really big for just basic chip damage. Again, I'm just farming experience at this point. We're literally just trying to get powered up so we can do as much damage to the boss as we can by playing this kind of passively. When the boss gets close, we do have our ult intact. We're going to be able to get some chip damage on the boss with the ult. Oh, this is hectic. Okay, the boss is in range. I'm going to try and get as much damage down on it as I can, and we're going to go this way. It wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot. That's a cherry. We got to go back for that. Oh, can we even get it? We're going to have to circle him. We're going to have to circle him long. We're taking a lot of hits from the projectiles. We're going to try and go this way. That's another cherry. Okay, we can loop him around this again to go back for that other cherry. Got it. Okay, we need to get out of here. We got to pop alt. We're going to dash through these guys. We're going to dip up this way and circle back. We got that cherry. We're going to take a couple hits there. Oh, the swarm is getting big. There's also that mini boss from earlier. Oh, this is huge. What do we get? Give me some fruit. Some fruit. Oh, sometimes they can drop fruit, and that's really big. Those chests can be really, really big, so you got to keep your eye out for those. Luckily, this boss does not have a healing phase. Sometimes the bosses can't have healing phases, and that can be a little scary. I kind of need this boss to get in range now. Let's increase our fire rate. All right, we're going to drop alt. The boss is in range. We could probably hit it with one or two of those. We are taking some hits that I don't want to be taking right now. I'm not going to lie. Oh, man. Bob and weave. Bob and weave. There we go. Clear a path. Once the boss gets back in range, we have alt again. We're going to have to go this way. Oh, I'm tempted. At this point, guys, I'm so tempted. The extra health, the extra damage, the speed boost. I think we have to if we want to finish the level. I think we have to. If we want any chance, I think we have to power up and evolve. Zyobian is in play, folks. I think it's necessary. We don't finish my personal challenge, but we're going to possibly finish this challenge now that we have the power up. Oh, what do we got here? Fruit! Big! Massive! Okay, charge back this way. Keep bobbing and weaving. We're doing a lot more damage to the swarm itself. We're taking out a lot more of them more quickly, which is massive. Once this boss gets in range again, we're going to pop alt. There's another level up. Okay. 50% on our projectile rate. I think that's worth it. We're going to pop alt. Try and get as much damage down as we can right now. We got it under half. We got it under half. I played this very scarily. And we are in rough shape. But it's under half. We can get this crate. Speed boost. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. Wait, did it heal? How did it heal? It healed. It's back up above half. Oh, no. No, it hit me! No! Oh, guys, we were kind of close. We were kind of close. Oh, man. Oh, that's crazy. There's no way. Anyways, we're at the end screen here. If you did complete the level, you could press the Z key or whatever button corresponds with the controller that you're using to take a screenshot. And then you can post that. I'm going to show you guys how to do that real quick with the thing that I have on my screen from my stream. And I'll show you guys how to do that. So then once you have completed this challenge, you're going to come over here and you're going to post the video or screenshot as a reply to enter the competition to win the plush. So I'm going to share what I got on stream the other day. And then once you've got it uploaded, just hit reply, send it over, and you are now entered. So that is it. That's the competition, guys. I really recommend you guys try it out, and I recommend you pick up Temtem Swarm. It is linked in the description below. You guys can check that out. Also, the link to this competition is in the description below. Check that out. I want to thank Crema and Temtem again for sponsoring this video. It's a lot of fun, and I really recommend this game. And thank you all for watching, and make sure you sub for more. But until next time, guys, peace.